the silent killer of dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me closely, because the war I am about to describe is not happening on a battlefield with soldiers and tanks. It is not happening in a boardroom or a stadium. It is happening right now in the quiet corners of your mind, in the space between your heartbeat and your breath, in the nanosecond of hesitation before you decide to act or retreat. And the enemy in this war is not a person. It is not a circumstance. It is not the economy or your background or your lack of resources. The enemy is doubt, and it is the single most efficient killer of human potential that has ever existed in the history of our species. More dreams have died in the graveyard of "I'm not sure" than have ever been destroyed by actual failure. More brilliance has been suffocated by the blanket of insecurity than has ever been extinguished by the difficulty of the task itself. And you are standing on the precipice of something great. I know you are, because you wouldn't be seeking this fire if you didn't have a spark already burning inside you. You have a vision, a glimmer of what could be, a picture of a future where you are walking in your purpose, where you are financially free, where you are creating art, where you are leading, where you are healing, where you are building, but standing between you and that vision is a wall. And that wall is made of every negative thought you've ever entertained, every criticism you've ever internalized, and every fear you've ever let take root in your soul. And today, we are going to tear that wall down brick by brick, not with wishful thinking, but with the raw power of truth, because the truth is that your doubt is a liar. Your doubt is a mechanism designed to keep you safe, but safe is not where dreams survive. Safe is where dreams go to rot. Your brain is wired for survival. It is wired to scan for threats, to keep you in the cave, to keep you from being rejected by the tribe. So when you think about stepping out, when you think about starting that business, writing that book, approaching that person, or changing your life, your brain screams danger. It floods your system with cortisol. It invents a million worst-case scenarios. It tells you that you are not enough, that you are a fraud, that you are going to look stupid, that you are going to lose everything. But you have to understand that this biological reaction is outdated. You are not being chased by a lion. You are being chased by the ghost of your own potential. And if you let that ghost catch you, it will haunt you for the rest of your life. You have to realize that insecurity is nothing more than a lack of trust in yourself. It is you looking at the challenge and looking at your own hands and saying, "I don't think these hands can build this." But how dare you insult the resilience that lives in your DNA? How dare you question the strength that has carried you through every single difficult day you have ever lived up until this moment? Think about what you have survived. Think about the nights you thought would never end. Think about the heartbreaks that you thought would kill you. Think about the failures that you thought were the end of the road. You are still here. You are still breathing. You are still standing, which means you have a 100% success rate of surviving your worst days. So why? Why in the world do you doubt your ability to handle the future? Why do you look at a dream and shrink? Why do you make yourself small to fit into the limited imagination of other people? You have to stop asking for permission to be great. You have to stop waiting for a certificate or a degree or a nod of approval from society to tell you that you are ready. Readiness is a myth. Nobody is ever ready. Do you think the greatest leaders in history were ready when they were called to lead? Do you think the greatest inventors were ready when they sat in the dark with nothing but an idea? No, they were terrified, they were full of doubt, they were shaking in their boots. But the difference between them and the people who are forgotten by history is that they did not let the doubt make the decision. They felt the fear, and they did it anyway. They acknowledged the insecurity and they walked right through it. They understood that courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is the judgment that the dream is more important than the fear. And right now you have to make that judgment. You have to decide that your vision is more important than your comfort. You have to decide that the possibility of victory is worth the risk of defeat. Because let me tell you about the alternative. Let me tell you what happens if you let doubt win. It's not a dramatic explosion. It's not a sudden crash. It's a slow, quiet, painful fading away. It's waking up 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, looking in the mirror and seeing a stranger, seeing eyes that have lost their light, seeing a soul that is heavy with the weight of what if. The pain of regret is far heavier than the pain of discipline. The pain of looking back and wondering what would have happened if I just trusted myself is a torture that I do not want you to experience. So you have to learn to trust yourself more than you trust your insecurities. Think about that statement. You trust your insecurities so much, you treat them like gospel truth. When your brain says you're going to fail, you believe it instantly. When your brain says you're not good enough, you nod in agreement. Why do you have so much faith in your negativity and so little faith in your capability? Why are you the most loyal believer in your own limitations? It is time to flip the script. It is time to become a skeptic of your own doubt. When the voice says, you can't, I want you to ask, why not? When the voice says it's too hard, I want you to say, I can handle hard. When the voice says you might fall, I want you to scream, but what if I fly? You have to become the guardian of your own mind. You have to stand at the gates of your thoughts and refuse entry to anything that does not serve the mission. You are the architect of your fate, but you cannot build a skyscraper on a foundation of marshmallows. You need concrete self-belief, and self-belief is not arrogance. It is not thinking you are better than everyone else. Self-belief is simply the quiet knowledge that no matter what happens, no matter what curveballs life throws at you, no matter how many times you get knocked down, you have the capacity to figure it out. You have the capacity to learn, to adapt, to pivot, to grow, to rise. You are an adaptation machine. You are built to overcome. So stop acting like you are fragile. Stop acting like one rejection is going to shatter you. Stop acting like one failure is a tombstone. Failure is not a tombstone. Failure is a stepping stone. Failure is just data. It is just feedback. It is the universe telling you, not this way, try another way. If you are afraid of failure, you are afraid of success, because you cannot have one without the other. Show me a man who has never failed, and I will show you a man who has never done anything significant. Show me a woman who has never been criticized, and I will show you a woman who has no impact. The criticism is the cost of entry. The doubt is the tax you pay for admission to the arena of greatness. So pay the tax and get in the game. You are sitting on the sidelines, analyzing the game, critiquing the players, worrying about the rules, while time is running out on the clock of your life. Get in the game, get dirty, get sweaty, get bruised, get bloody, because a life lived in the arena is infinitely better than a life lived in the stands. And yes, people will talk, people will judge, people will project their own fears onto you. They will tell you to be realistic. They will tell you to play it safe. But you must forgive them, for they do not see what you see. They are looking at the world through the lens of their limitations. You are looking at the world through the lens of your potential. Do not lower your vision to meet their eye line. Make them look up to see where you are going. You have to become immune to the good opinion of others. You have to reach a point where your own self-respect means more to you than their validation. Why do you crave the applause of people who don't even know who you really are? Why do you fear the judgment of people who haven't built anything themselves? Lions do not lose sleep over the opinions of sheep, and you are a lion who has been convinced to act like a sheep. Wake up. The alarm is ringing. The world is waiting for your gift. The world is waiting for your voice. The world is waiting for the unique contribution that only you can make. And every moment you spend doubting yourself is a moment you are robbing the world of that contribution. It is selfish to be insecure. Yes, I said it. It is selfish. Because when you are wrapped up in your own insecurity, when you are obsessing over how you look or how you sound or if you're good enough, you are focused on you. You are not focused on the people you are here to serve. You are not focused on the problem you are here to solve. You are not focused on the art you are here to create. Get over yourself. Get out of your head and get into your mission. When the mission is big enough, the fear becomes irrelevant. If you saw a child in a burning building, would you stop and ask, "Am I strong enough to save them?" Would you stop and ask, "What if I look stupid running in there?" No. You would move. You would act, because the mission is more important than the fear. You need to find a mission that sets your soul on fire so brightly that it burns away the fog of doubt. You need to find a why that is strong enough to bear the weight of any how. And listen, I know it's lonely. I know that walking the path of a dreamer is a solitary journey. I know that sometimes you feel like you're going crazy because you see things that no one else sees, but that is the burden of vision. You are seeing the future before it exists. You are pulling something out of the ether and manifesting it into reality. That is magic. That is divine. Do not dishonor that gift by suffocating it with doubt. You are capable of greatness, not just goodness. Not just mediocrity, but greatness. But greatness demands a sacrifice. And the sacrifice it demands is your old self. You have to be willing to kill the part of you that is scared. You have to be willing to say goodbye to the version of you that seeks comfort. You are in a chrysalis, and the process of becoming a butterfly is violent. It is destructive. You are literally dissolving to be rebuilt. So if you feel like you are falling apart right now, good. It means you are transforming. It means you are shedding the skin of the doubter and growing the wings of the believer. Do not run from the discomfort. Lean into it. Embrace the suck. Embrace the grind. Embrace the uncertainty. Trust that you have a parachute on your back, that you packed yourself through years of experience and resilience. Trust that even if you free fall for a while, you will figure out how to catch the wind. You are not a victim of your thoughts. You are the master of them. You have the power to change the channel. When the doubt movie starts playing in your head, the movie where you fail and everyone laughs, pick up the remote control of your will and change the channel. Play the movie where you win. Play the movie where you overcome. Play the movie where you stand on the mountaintop and scream, "I did it." Visualization is not just a trick. It is a rehearsal. You are rehearsing your future. So what are you rehearsing? Are you rehearsing defeat or are you rehearsing victory? Your subconscious mind does not know the difference between what is real and what is vividly imagined. So if you keep imagining failure, you are programming yourself to fail. But if you imagine success, if you feel it, if you taste it, if you walk in it before it happens, you are programming your nervous system to hunt for it, to find the opportunities, to see the doors that were always there. Doubt is a blinder. It restricts your vision. Faith is a telescope. It lets you see possibilities that are miles away. Take off the blinders. Look at the horizon. Look at how much space there is for you to grow. Look at how many opportunities there are for you to seize. The market is not saturated. The world is not full. There is always room at the top. There is always room for excellence. There is always room for authenticity. There is always room for you. Because there has never been a version of you before, and there will never be one again. You are a distinct, unique, unrepeatable event in the universe, and that alone gives you value. That alone gives you the right to be here and to take up space. So stop shrinking. Stop apologizing for your ambition. Stop whispering your dreams. Shout them, scream them, claim them, own them. This is your life. This is not a dress rehearsal. You do not get a do-over. You do not get to come back and try again. This is it. This is the one shot you have. Are you really going to let a feeling, just a feeling, a chemical reaction, a firing of neurons called doubt, dictate the quality of your existence? Are you going to let a phantom stop you from grabbing the gold? No, you are not. You are going to stand up. You are going to square your shoulders. You are going to look that doubt in the eye, and you are going to say, I see you. I hear you, but I am not listening to you. You are going to take one step, just one step. You don't have to see the whole staircase. You just have to take the first step, and then the next, and then the next. Action is the antidote to despair. Action is the cure for fear. You cannot think your way out of doubt. You can only act your way out of it. Do the thing you are afraid to do, and the death of fear is certain. Call the client, write the page, post the video, apply for the job, ask for the date, book the ticket, sign the paper, move your body, and your mind will follow. Momentum is your best friend. Doubt cannot hit a moving target. So keep moving, keep pushing, keep climbing, and when you slip, because you will slip, do not tell yourself, I knew I couldn't do it. Tell yourself, I am learning how to climb. Be kind to yourself in the struggle, but be ruthless in your persistence. Be gentle with your heart, but ironclad with your will. You have a reservoir of power inside you that you haven't even tapped into yet. You are operating at 40% of your capacity. You think you're tired. You think you're done. But you have so much more. You have a second wind, a third wind, a fourth wind waiting for you to demand it. Demand more of yourself. Demand more of your life. Do not settle for the path of least resistance. The path of least resistance leads to the wasteland of mediocrity. Take the uphill path. Take the rocky path. Take the path that scares you. Because that is the path that leads to the view. That is the path that makes you strong. Looking back on your life, you will not remember the days that were easy. You will not remember the days you sat on the couch and felt safe. You will remember the days you were terrified and did it anyway. You will remember the moments your voice shook, but you spoke your truth. You will remember the times you risked it all and discovered that you were unbreakable. Those are the trophies of a life well lived. Scars are just tattoos with better stories. Wear your scars with pride. They are proof that you were in the fight. They are proof that you lived. Do not let doubt turn you into a coward. You were born a warrior. You were born a creator. You were born a force of nature. Reconnect with that primal energy. Reconnect with that child inside you who believed they could be an astronaut, who believed they could fly, who believed anything was possible. That child is still in there, waiting for you to stop being so adult and sensible and scared. Go get your dream back. Go rescue your ambition from the dungeon of doubt. Unlock the cage, unleash the beast, and attack your goals with a ferocity that makes the world tremble. Trust yourself. Trust your gut. Trust your heart. Trust your struggle. Trust your journey. You are exactly where you need to be to become the person you need to become. The doubt is just a test. It is the universe asking, how badly do you want this? Answer the question. Answer it with your actions. Answer it with your relentless pursuit. Answer it with your refusal to quit. Answer it by showing up every single day, even when you don't feel like it. Especially when you don't feel like it. Consistency kills. Doubt. Discipline destroys insecurity. Focus annihilates fear. Lock in. Zone in. Nothing else matters but the step in front of you. Don't look down at the drop. Looking down creates vertigo. Look up at the summit. Keep your eyes on the prize. You are closer than you think. You are stronger than you know. And you are capable of more than you can possibly imagine. So go out there and prove your doubt wrong. Prove the haters wrong. But most importantly, prove yourself right. Prove that you were right to believe. Prove that you were right to hope. Prove that you were right to dream. The world is yours for the taking, but you have to take it. It will not be given. It must be seized. So seize it, with both hands, with all your heart, with no apology, and with zero doubt. This is your time. This is your moment. Don't let it slip away. Trust yourself and fly.